Lessons. It's still daylight by you, boy.
Honestly, bro, actually, it's 8:30 right now. Bro. 8:30.
Oh
I'm in the
yeah,
woods. I'm
you're in
in the woods right
Alaska.
now.
It's bright though.
Yeah. And that's one thing here in Canada. It doesn't go down until like about all 9, 9,
Right,
9
right.
p.m.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you wanna creep on thing, you gotta wait till real late.
Nah. No, Oche boy. Oche can get catch anytime if you had a creep. It's daylight until like about 9:30. And when it starts to
Right,
get dark,
right, right,
you know.
right. So, Brethren, I heard a few of your tracks. I
Mm.
don't know you personally, so give me a little introduction and introduce yourself.
Ah,
Let the
boy.
viewers and myself know.
All right, well, my whole official name is Akil Len-Dor. Man,
Hmm.
how to put it, boy? I've been in hip hop, going in hip hop close to about 20 years, since 1999, right?
Right,
Back in our days, it used to have, judges used to have something called Fat Black Pussycat on up tops on Arpita Avenue. That's a long time ago.
right,
That was before I migrated. And I used, it was me. Me and my producers, Daryl, Rook Beats, and Silence,
right, yeah,
and Ezekiel
yeah,
Keller. All three of us used to frequent those venues when
right,
Matic and them will have their stuff and everything. And then so that when Judge Jace used to have that, and it went down a little bit. And we used to roll with we used to kind of link up with a guy called Seth Gaines, Kyle. Rest
right,
in peace, Kyle. You know what I mean? So all of us used to kind of like frequent the same studio as Ezekiel Keller, all of us. And then I
right.
left. I left the country to play professional sports. I played American football for like about, you can say about 4 to 5 years professionally.
Oh yeah, nice
Yeah,
man, nice, nice, nice.
yeah. I
I played
played.
I played American football briefly in middle school,
Yeah.
very briefly, and then I wasn't playing again. I came back to Trinidad.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
yeah, but I know that's a very, very intense sport. So yeah, you
Hmm.
know injuries and things like that.
No. I was a basketball player first. I used to play basketball for North Zone basketball in Trinidad, and then after
Right,
that, I got a scholarship offer, and it was a sort of a situation where it didn't work out, and then a coach from an American football team said, why you don't try playing football, and
right.
went straight into that, and the rest is history. I was able to play professionally for like 4 years. I played in the CFL. Then I
Nice
went to
man.
the US and I played arena football, and I went to a couple of NFL camps and stuff like that. So it was a real great experience. But music, I kind of left music for like a little bit, but
Right.
all those periods between 2003, 2004, 2005, I was doing music with Rock and those guys, and Ezekiel Keller and stuff like that. So
Right.
um when I came back to Trinidad I came back to Trinidad in 2016 for like a bit. And I started back doing the music. I started back doing music during COVID. When COVID happened, I recorded like 35 tracks straight in like 1 year, in like one COVID year. And my boy Rook, he told me, okay, well, we have something here, so keep on going.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Blessings, Grace is in the
I'm
building.
in
What's
the
up, Grace?
building. What up,
Yeah.
everybody? What's up, Lynn? How you
So,
doing? I didn't know you just jumped in.
sorry to cut you off there, Len-Dor, but my sister
That's
in
all
the
right.
building.
Oh
Says,
man, I
y'all to hip hop's anniversary,
Yeah,
44
man.
years
big up
old
yourselves,
and some
brothers. I'm very,
years.
very proud of y'all. Continue though. Don't let
Appreciate
me
it.
interrupt, please.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So
Yes, man.
did that. So I've been traveling. I've been traveling for like a while in my whole life, back and forth. Um, Hip hop has always been like my, like your own diary. You get to basically express yourself in many different ways, and I'm kind of like fortunate to have three of the dopest producers in Trinidad
Right.
as my friends for over 20 something years. And then
Nice.
when I moved out here, I started linking up with like some other Canadian rappers here. I did a couple of interviews out here as well too. I just I just completed a couple joints with some Canadian rappers here, Righteous, us, and some other guys here
Where
who
in
are.
Canada are you right now?
Right now, bro, I am in the woods right now because my wife and our little puppy right now, we're doing camping.
Yo,
So
this
we're
man
gonna
on
kill
some
bear.
thriller movie type shit, He's in the
Yeah, I got.
woods at what, at 8 p.m. or something there?
Yeah, so this is why I'm out here right now. I'll show you, bro. This is.
Yo,
Oh, that's real scary movie shit right
you about to just remember what it says, right? Run. Run,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, man.
it's not my first time. I mean, the first time I came up here with my wife like years ago, we saw a bear. We had us a run already. So you got me like the bears and stuff there around here, but they don't come close to where has a lot of human presence now. So they kind of like pass you and pass
Right.
out. But I mean, when it comes to hip hop, bro, hip hop is everything to me, and I've been doing it with Canadian rappers here. I'm happy to see Trinidad is doing. In fact, because of you, bro. Honestly, bro, you kind of like resurrecting it back because
Man,
for long.
let me tell you.
Mm,
I felt like that when I started. I felt
mm,
like that when we started season two, when we started filming for season two. I felt like that because I really wasn't familiar with a lot of the local hip hop artists.
right.
But let me tell you, by the time I was done, bro,
Yeah.
Trinidad on fire.
Yeah.
These
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
artists came on fire. And I don't know, Jed, and a lot of them doing things internationally too and regionally. So
Yeah.
I would say that it's because of me, but really and truly, I just getting a chance to show the evolution and the madness that's about to happen. I'm
Well,
being real
what
honest with you.
I'll tell you though, what you're doing too, bro, you're kind of like doing something that I think we wanted to do back in the day, but because of how things were back then, the internet wasn't that popping back then. You know what I mean? I
Exactly.
think you kind of like came out with this situation, well not situation, but this window to actually show a lot of rappers who don't get the opportunity to actually show their face and show what they could do. I mean, there are a lot of rappers in Trinidad I know personally who are doing their thing, and they have always been consistent over the years. But I think the mediums of showing what they could have done was very limited. So
Yes.
now
Yeah.
you have men much more familiar with YouTube and internet and streaming and all these things.
Yeah,
Now
man, doing
you're
the thing. And
yeah.
what I admire about that is that the majority of the artists that we interview, bro, they they didn't let anything stop them. They just keep pushing. And in the Caribbean, hip hop is
Mm,
seen as a subgenre per
yeah.
se. You
Yeah.
understand? It's not seen like on the level of soca or reggae or
Right.
calypso or things like that. But really and truly, if you trace the lineage, it comes
Hmm.
back to Jamaica and it's Caribbean, it's a Caribbean
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
And so the artists here locally don't get the push that they should
No.
get, I would say, because it's not as popular and not as identified with as a Caribbean thing. But let me tell
Hmm.
you something, they're still pushing and they're firing through, and I think it's about to blow up. I think it's about
Well,
to blow up.
yeah.
So if
Well,
you, sorry, give me 1 second. If you're all just joining us, we're just waiting on Grace. Grace just came out of a gig. As you know, it's hip hop's birthday today, August 11th. We celebrating. Cheers to you. Sip something, tap something, you know how it is go, right? We talking hip hop. I'm here with the man Len-Dor right now.
yeah,
Len-Dor is a Trinity artist based in Canada, dropping
yeah,
some fire, fire, fire. Len-Dor, you can
mhm.
continue, my brethren.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. I mean, as I said, man, it's good to see that a lot of Trinidad, they're just starting to get a little more braver, and they're starting to get a little more aware of what the internet could do. You know what I mean? And I think is one of the I think the internet is one of the main catalysts that kind of like change the whole aspect of the prospect of rappers, how they could be seen and how they could be heard and how they could be visualized. Um,
Right.
for me, seeing guys like Mike Wise and other artists and stuff, taking the time to put their craft out and
Fire.
not only put it, market it, and actually do a lot of great stuff and great music. You know what I mean? because
Right.
I have a couple of songs with Mike Wise. I have a couple of songs with Mike Wise. Mike Wise and I, we did a
Ladies and gentlemen, Kester is in the building. Len-Dor,
what's
this
up?
is my brethren, Kester. He is
What's up, man? You
my
good?
director,
Big
my
up.
producer, man, my everything. You know?
Pleased to meet
Kester,
you,
don't
bro.
get vexed. Don't get vexed. Don't get vexed.
Yeah. So
Yeah, man.
because
But yeah,
of everything opening up, you know, like Mike Wise and like for instance, a perfect example, we did a track called Dopamine. I think y'all got that. We sent that track to y'all, Dopamine. And that
right.
track
That
is
video is
basically
gonna be
for,
there.
yeah, and that track is basically four artists from different parts of the globe, South Africa, two from Canada, one from Trinidad. And we were
Wow.
able to get that track done. You know what I mean? We were able to get that track done. And that in itself kind of like showed me how easier it is now for rappers to make collaborations and to get together
Exactly.
and do
We
music and stuff
breaking
like that. So
borders. We breaking borders. Right now, you know, a plane and a flight don't mean nothing. You know, you can
yeah.
connect with people through social media. You can connect with people
Hmm.
through the internet and get things popping. You know,
Yeah.
and that's an amazing thing for especially Caribbean artists, especially
Yeah.
hip hop artists in the Caribbean. Because let me
Hmm.
tell you something, some of these artists and them is well, I wouldn't say some, all.
Yeah.
All of
Or
them is real
everyone.
fire. We are
Yeah.
fire. We are real fire. So I'm bringing in Kester a little bit. Um, what's up, Kester? What's up, Kester?
Hi, good night. Good night, sir.
Good
Good
night,
night,
man.
everyone. Good night, everyone on your life.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
I just wanted to quickly jump in and just say a couple words, thanking Temple, thanking Jupiter, Grace, everyone for their hard work out here. All the artists that contributed music, contributed their time. Donnie, I know you're in the dance. Roper, my full team, up to
Mm.
everyone, Grace, everybody. I really just wanted to say that and just want you all to go out there and view as much of these music videos as possible from these local artists like Red Sword, Dread, First Class. These men working hard and out here doing stuff. Mike Wise, Profess, DNA 868, Chromatics, the full list of them out there trying their hardest and doing their hardest. And I want to encourage everybody to just all the music is on YouTube, and I don't want Trinidadians to do the thing that we do where we don't appreciate what we have until someone else does. Then we look at it and we're like, yeah, we bringing up the men since ever. We beyond that, especially with this, because we're extremely talented. I just wanted to say that. And man, send me a music video because you sound extremely talented. You sound like another one of the extremely talented individuals in this country who just trying to do something. Please.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, man. Trinidad has a lot of potential, bro. I've been saying that ever since I was living there. The only problem is that we never had the proper mediums to be visible. And now that guys like Frost and y'all doing what you're supposed to do, and I think to be quite honest with you, when in my time, in the older generation before y'all or whatever it is, in my time, we didn't have the
Yeah.
outlets what y'all have now. You know what I mean? Y'all have internet, y'all are more savvy than us when we were back then and everything like that. There are much more opportunities now for y'all to put out music. Even some things I'm still learning now as a
Yeah.
artist still. You know what I mean? And to see that the young cats are actually taking the time to utilize these mediums, to use them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a real
Yeah.
breathtaking thing to see that, to see how y'all are changing a lot of different things. And I just want y'all keep on doing it, man, because y'all have no idea, but Trinidad has been longing for this for the longest while. Even back in the early 90s, the 90s, when we were just starting, when I was just starting off, all we just basically had was just dudes on the corner. We had a little hole in the wall,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
The days of
Yeah.
guys like Dredrin and those guys back in the early days, I could tell you some of the old clips who was kind of like senior to me. Guys like Lodge Click, Dredrin. We had guys like Hollywood when Spot Rushers was about 10 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so
real proper back in the day.
yeah. So that whole era, I believe, you know, we will be very thankful to you all because of the fact that the kind of steps you're taking. So I even
Chromatics
met a
actually,
lot.
sorry to cut you off, Fred, but
Yeah,
Chromatics actually spoke on those days in his episode. So,
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
what you're talking will tie into one of our episodes. And so,
yeah,
realistically,
That's
yeah,
true.
you're making a lot of sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
That's
definitely.
good.
y'all are doing something that a lot of us probably wasn't our step in the journey to do. It's your turn now, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm very thankful for what you're all doing. You know what I mean? Keep on going forward and keep on putting your ideas forward, because if one thing Trinidad is missing, bro, is proactiveness. In all my
Yeah.
years living in Trinidad, we lack proactiveness, and we lack collectiveness, and we lack bravery. We lack a lot of
Collectiveness too,
collectiveness and
yes.
bravery.
Collectiveness is
Yeah.
a big one. A big one. Well, I'll tell you, brother. You're talking like you're much older than us, but we have some grays here too, right? You know. So myself, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I'm a writer. You know, but I don't
Yeah.
really do it that much anymore. And
Right.
Kester as well. Kester is a drummer. He don't really do it
Nice.
much anymore because you know we getting old too now, boy. But what we could do in the interim, we could
Yeah.
give the youths and them a forward because we could have our play now, you know, and Tempo. Tempo is the man who really came up with this idea, Mr. Tempo. You know, came with this idea and he conceptualized it and he created it in Bahamas. And VK the General, blessings to my boy, host of season 1. You can check out season 1 on YouTube.
Yeah.
VK the
Yep.
General
I will.
started telling the story of the Caribbean lineage, tracing of hip hop with DJ Kool Herc and things like that. And now with season 2, we was given the opportunity when my brother come to man, he was like, "Hey Frost, I want you to do season 2." I was like, "Well, shit, yeah, right." So we jump
Well,
on. I called Kester. Kester was like, "Well, yeah, let me get it done." You know, yeah, this brother never says no. So we
I'll give
jump
you a look.
on and watch, man.
Sorry.
We have the ability now to really give we artists a forward now, you know,
Yes.
on the international scene and let them be seen by other people other than just Trinidad. And his Tempo is broadcasted to 18 Caribbean countries and
Wicked.
throughout the tri-state area, New York, New
Right.
Jersey, thing, right? So you know, we there on TV as well. TV is still very
Yeah.
essential.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people still watch TV, you know. So we're on cable to millions of viewers, and now we're taking over the social space and the digital space, right? The YouTube numbers going up. Kessler is the man who's managed Tempo YouTubes, by the way, as well.
Nice.
Grace has managed Hip Hop Origins. Grace, you still there?
Listen,
I
Well,
know
I'm
you.
still here,
Grace.
and
I know you
listen,
know
listen.
jump out the gig.
No,
I know you
listen.
still you have to organize yourself and thing.
I don't.
I,
Hip hop is one of those type of things where you better get in where you can, where you fit in,
for
right?
real.
So I'm hearing everything, right? But I worked on Hip Hop Origins in season 1, and I learned so much about Caribbean hip hop from that season. Season 2 about to blow y'all mind. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's the level up. Everything y'all are saying is just so profound and important for artists to understand that you do need those pioneers, those people, those Mr. Tempos to kind of, with those big ideas to push it forward, because that's what this is all about. You feel like there's nobody to help you, then you're going to be discouraged. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I'm really proud of what I'm a part of with this Hip Hop Origins um, whole movement. I'm really proud of all of you artists. Kester, your work in this, Jupiter. I mean, this brother, I was reading your bio. It says artist, author, musician. I mean, he has so many different titles, digital marketer. I mean, there's so many different things that you're doing that are so important for this. So I just appreciate you all, and I'm learning. I'm still a student. I'm a DJ, but I'm still learning, and I'm really, really happy that I'm a part of this project, and I'm just looking forward to season 2, man. Trinidad taking over. Y'all is fire, for real. For
And we
real,
can't
okay?
wait for you to get down to Trinidad
What?
to
Oh,
DJ
I'm
Grace.
in the
coming.
next
Grace, we waiting
party.
for you. Grace, we
Listen,
waiting for you.
We waiting for
You
you.
know,
We listen,
that is
listen,
that is
listen.
We
As we
waiting for
talk
you,
about that,
Grace.
right?
yo,
As we
as you
bring that
said,
up, for all the viewers inside, Tobago Carnival, Fog Angels. I just telling all you right now, Fog Angels,
fuck
Tobago
angels.
Carnival, October, right?
okay,
October.
say less. Get my flight now.
Say
I'm not
less.
playing with y'all.
Say less.
Kester, I'm staying with you.
Right?
I
Mr. Tempo
I
here.
just
I feel Mr. Tempo sleeping, but
hon-
we need to
Hey,
let him
there we
know.
go.
We need
There
to
we
let him
go.
know.
honestly,
All
I
right,
just
I
want to
just want to
say
big up everybody in the house right now. DNA Music, big up. Dominic Roper, Ropes, big up. Bangam Smith is in the building. Big up to Bangam
Yes,
Smith,
Mm.
my big brother.
yes.
Good night, Mr.
Much love and
Banger.
respect,
Good night,
Bangam.
Mr.
Jump
Banger.
on. I'll see if I can make it jump on soon. Big up to Blessed Nubian Empress and Globally Viewed. That's my wifey there in the building. All right, yeah.
I would
Hey.
like
Yeah,
to. I
man.
would
So
like to
we
say.
talking hip
I
hop.
saw Jay Lover
I
in the
would like.
house too. Shout out to Jay Lover.
I would like to say something too that big up
You love her.
Legendary Skills. I don't know if you all know a guy called Legendary Skills. He was a Canadian Trinidadian rapper. He resides in Trinidad now, but he was one of the first Trinidadian Canadians to come up here. And he used to be on Much Music when Much Music before MTV took it over. He's a top producer in
Okay.
Trinidad as well. Look him up, Legendary Skills. His name is Angelo Seeley. I actually did like a couple of tracks with Angelo Seeley recently. Dude is mad
Yeah.
dope. He's actually a legend up here. He was one of the first Trinidadians to actually break the ceiling in Canadian hip hop. He's real old school boom
Wow.
bap. Real old
Wow.
school boom
But
bap. He's like, I
definitely we had a
even write
link
him
up with
over.
him, man.
Yeah, write him over. Write him over. You can
Phoenix,
find him.
Trinidad.
We
Yeah, and
definitely had a link up with him.
he was part of a crew
Okay.
called what's it called again? ALS.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
they have he's part of this also another Canadian who I do a Canadian Trinidadian who I feature with up here called S, who prints these t-shirts here called Lyrics Matter. Another dope MC, you can look him up too as well, a Canadian Trinidadian too as well too.
Most
He was on the
definitely.
feature with
Most
Dopamine
definitely.
too. So we're
Right.
doing things out here, man. We're doing things. We just have to just get a little more visible, and I think we have to unite like Captain Planet. You know what I mean, man? Make yourself
Well,
visible.
that's
Show the
right.
rings.
That's right. With your
You
powers
understand? Show the rings and
combined.
yeah, understand, man. Show the rings and see what's going on. All right.
Right. Well, give thanks. Give thanks for jumping on the
Thanks,
live,
fellas.
brother. We look
Take
forward
it
to
easy.
seeing more music videos from
Blessings for
you.
life.
We look forward to
Thanks,
hearing
man.
more
Appreciate
music
it.
from you. And we look
Will do.
forward to interview soon. And a touchdown.
Definitely.
All
Well, I'm
right.
coming on in November.
Blessings.
Bless.
Yo, we can get inside